Apparently, Ethan was just so fearful and scared of everybody that he turned away from the health visitor and backed away physically from them. On the 28th of July, a health visitor attempted to arrange another visit to the house, but Shannon just ignored all of the calls and messages on purpose. On the 5th of August, another social worker attempted another child protection visit, but the grandparents refused to let them inside and said that Ethan was asleep. After waiting outside for 45 minutes, the social worker left. On the morning of Friday the 13th in August, Michael violently assaulted Ethan, including a blow to the head that caused him to lose consciousness for around 10 minutes. Grandmother Kerry and mum Shannon were both inside the house at this time, but nobody saw any medical help. Instead, despite Ethan losing consciousness, the grandparents took him shopping later that day while Shannon went out with her other children. The following day, on the 14th of August, Ethan collapsed after suffering another violent assault by his own grandfather. Grandma Kerry delayed calling 999 for almost 20 minutes after Ethan lost consciousness, and at first they were just waiting to see if he would recover and he would come round. But when he didn't, that was when they called Shannon to come downstairs, and they kind of tried to get him round himself. They waited another 10 minutes. They gave him some water. They gave him some fresh air. The grandma then texted and video called with another adult who told them, "This is ridiculous. You need to call 999. Paramedics arrived at the house and described Ethan as emaciated, bruised, bleeding, and severely underweight. One paramedic said that he looked like he was a 90-year-old man. He had around 40 separate injuries, including bruises, cuts, and abrasions. Internally, he had swelling to the brain, bleeding on the brain, and extensive trauma to his head and abdomen. Doctors also found evidence that Ethan had suffered from a violent shake alongside blunt force trauma, and he never regained consciousness. Emergency surgery sadly failed, and his life support was turned off on the 16th of August in 2021. A post-mortem examination revealed that Ethan weighed just 22 pounds. Following this, the grandparents entered what prosecutors described as a pact of silence, and they attempted to blame his mum, Shannon. All three adults lied to the police and medical staff about what happened, but the medical evidence and the CCTV footage contradicted everything that they were saying. The police reviewed around 1,100 hours of CCTV footage from the cameras covering the front and back of the house. The footage clearly showed exactly what Ethan went through. It detailed every bit of abuse that child suffered from. On the 3rd of October 2025, Michael was sentenced to life in prison with a minimum term of 23 years. Kerry, the grandma, received 17 years in prison, and Shannon was jailed for 12 years for causing or allowing her son's death.